Dear students, this is module number 127 for the subject of SHRM, and this module is definitely in continuation to what we discussed in the last module, that is the definition of talent, or what is talent, or what we mean by talent. So in this module, we will talk about some definitional issues. Because of the time constraints, we cannot review a list of definitions offered by academics and practitioners about what is talent. But keeping in mind one of the most famous definition we discussed in the last module that was offered by Gilly et al. What is talent? And according to the Gilly et al., the talent is more something about the innate abilities of a person or some God-gifted abilities of a person. Briefly speaking, there are different types of abilities, but they are categorized into two types of abilities. The one is your physical abilities. If you people recall and if you people just try to understand that people are different in terms of their physical abilities, they have a different set of muscular power. Some people have a strong arms and shoulders. Some people have a very strong back, so they can lift something heavy. Others cannot. At the same time, some people can run faster than others. You people see that in a marathon or in some different races when people are running marathons or other small even races. You can see that people abilities to run at a different speed vary from person to person, and how long one can run, it also vary from person to person. And at the same time, the second category of abilities refer to mental abilities. When we talk about the mental abilities, we are talking about mental abilities, we are talking about analytical abilities, and we are talking about reasonal abilities. Some person ability to reason. When you are asking what could be the reason for this thing, what could be the reason of downfall in economy, what could be the reason in rise in an economy in a country. So how can you reason? Can you reason that? So we say that when people are asked or when people are facing any issue and they try to find a reason, their analytical abilities, reasoning abilities are greater than others, or people vary in their different in these abilities. At the same time, there is another thing that is known as a mathematical abilities. So these are four types of abilities that refers to your mental abilities, and according to the Gilly et al.'s definition, this is what talent is, and this is what organizations are striving for. People with greater mental abilities and perhaps physical abilities. However, it is argued that Gillies et al.'s 2003 definition is too technical. You might have realized when I was explaining what is talent and the type of abilities, you might have realized that it is very technical and very complex in this sense to define somebody's talent. And it is too scientific, and this definition is very unlikely that it will get legitimacy in the social sciences. When we say any definition can get a legitimacy, it means that one definition is, there is usually a consensus upon one definition, and the people in the field who are conducting research and practicing, they accept that definition as a legitimate definition, and they apply and adopt that definition, and they cite that definition, and they refer to that definition. It is criticized that the Gilly et al.'s definition is too complex and might be difficult to legitimate that definition in the field of human resource management. Contrary to that, Ulrich and Ulrich 2010 on page 43 argue that the study of talent has evolved from a focus on employee competence, that is the ability to do the work. This is what we say employee competence or employee talent, to employee commitment, that is willingness to do the work. So in other words, what we mean by this, that it is important to consider that talent management relationship has a significant impact on human capital or capital management. So in other words, organizations should be striving for employees who can be or who can demonstrate a commitment with the organization, a commitment with the occupation, rather than you are striving for those innate abilities. So, human capital management focuses on developing employees' KSA, simply knowledge, skills, and abilities, which is critical in building dynamic capabilities. We will talk about dynamic capabilities in the later modules. But according to Ulrich and Ulrich, that definition is too complex if we are striving for, or if we try to acquire from the market the talent, the type of talent Gilly et al. Defined, rather than we talk about the knowledge, skills, and abilities, might be more simplistic view of what is a talent rather than what Gilly et al. Define. Thank you.